Okay, I need to be turned around. No. Gooseneck perks. Good morning, everybody. Got myself a fresh white tea this morning. Check these out, Vbeltandson.com. Today, we're going to be hauling out of one job, going to picking up more equipment, dropping some off, and then hopefully we're going to be starting a big-ish stump grinding job. But I need to haul two machines at once, so this little guy is not going to do it. We're going to switch over to the Diamond C, which is honestly like one of the biggest perks of that new trailer, is that I can haul two machines, well, two smaller machines on it very comfortably. It makes hauling around so much more efficient. Let's get this little guy off there. Don't forget to do that. I think I'm going to start putting a Scotch block or something right here for when I drop the trailer. That way I can just back right up to it. Lines me up, because now that I got that box back there, I can't see. But come on, man. Well, I got enough chains and binders for the bigger machine, but I only have one strap for the little guy. So, which one of these trailers is gonna help me out with what I need? I think that one's only got the one. Oh, no, we got one. Oh, yeah. I think I have Dos Moss in the truck. Oh. Trace. Alright, amigos and amigas, let's go. What the hell is this? Get out of here. I'm at my favorite destination. Had to use a little kid pump today. You guys see him over there, the well drilling crew. They're on the off-road pump and the big rig pump. Who's this guy? Little Sean White. Had a kid. He's a good dude. But I can't fit the trailer in here straight back, so I got to dog leg a little bit. See how much off-road I got. Those guys pump like 150 gallons of off-road, so I got enough for today in there. Probably got, we'll check the gauge, see how much we got left. Oh shit, we still got like 50 gallons in there. We're good. Okay, I need to be turned around, pointed that way and on that side of the road. And I was hoping to just do a U-turn right here. No. For 55 feet long, with the gooseneck, I don't think there's quite enough room. So we're gonna go down the hill and see if I can find a spot. Could have gone in our last job in that neighborhood. There's a tight spot, but I have to go through a gated community and everything, so damn. I was hoping to just navigate it right there. Oh well, let's see what we got down the hill. What's this? I can't see shit. We can do this one. Gooseneck perks. It is kind of early on a Friday morning, so we can still do that. I think I might have been able to turn around up here in this other spot, but that one's kind of in a straightaway, so people can see me. This one up here, got to run a blind corner. I don't really want to do that. Alright, for those of you that have seen me do this before, I'm going to put the 12 up front, which is a skid steer, weighs about 16,000 pounds. And then the blue guy is going to go 100% on the tail. And people are saying, oh, this tail is just 12 foot of dead air then, if you can't put anything on it. You can put stuff on it, but you have to have a good weight on it, or else it'll kind of want to bounce. Trying to lift up on it with tie downs and stuff. I'll explain a little bit more in a second, but I'm kind of in a, we got to get this thing loaded and get on down the road situation. But this thing works out good. I'm happy about it. That machine cold start doesn't count. That thing's no problem. But this one's gonna be kind of funny. Oh, never mind. Freaking champ. On the road again. Can't wait to get back on the road again. There we go. There's one loaded, kind of. Let's make sure we got room. Yep, we're good. Hopefully this little rig drives up on there backwards. Means that the 12 didn't want to do it. If I get the front tires on, I can lift the tail. That wasn't a nerve-wracking situation. I could have filmed it a little bit better. I had to extend the loader arms, pushing myself up on here. That wasn't fun. Loading uphill, everything's wet. But we got her on here. Safe and sound so far. I'm gonna chew the crap up out of the ground trying to get her on there. She's up there. The tail is rated to lift and haul 10,000 pounds. Now, I'm not saying it can lift 10,000 out there on a point. Tried that, and it doesn't quite do it. You got to have it in a reasonable spot, right in the middle. You got to understand physics. It's not a crane. But let's get this thing tied down. Got this thing all the way up front. I have to ride with it up here anyway. I'll admit I had a little issues with this trailer in the beginning, trying to figure out good load placements. And it came down to, yeah, load placement was a key factor, but also dealing with the tail. It eats up a lot of space. If you're going to buy one of these, I'd recommend going a 32 footer. That gives you 20 feet of deck space and 12 of the big tail. That would be ideal for this setup, I think. Or 35 like Arthur 10X. Full Life Adventures. Check him out. He's got the same trailer. He's liking it a lot, but 35 footer. Get a lot of questions about these binders. Speedbinders.com. Assembled in USA. 9,200 pounders. I know a lot of YouTubers are switching to those, asking questions about them and stuff. What's his name? Dirt Perfect. If you're watching Dirt Perfect, comment below, man. I know he's been running them. He's been liking them a lot. He runs the Impact with them. I just run the regular drill motor. But, oh, and also shout out to Dixie May right there. He was in town a couple weeks back. Hooked me up with a couple of these. They're just the same chains for your tongue of the trailer. They're just shorties with a nice hook right there. Makes life a little bit easier. Whatever can make your life easier, like speed binders and shorter chains, I'm all for it. But I know Dane at Gold Shave Farms, he was getting a set of these. Tyson Workplay, he was talking about a set. Everybody's going to them now. They are very, very nice. I'll show you in a second here. These speed binders just make everything simple. Again, you can use Impact on it. I just like using these. I don't know why. That's second gear. Go to first. One thing, you just got to make sure I carry 2 guns and 2 batteries so that I don't have to run into any, issues. Because if you don't have a gun, you're kind of SOS. But guys like Dirt Perfect, I think he's got a what do you call it? He's got a battery charger and everything set up on his truck. I'm with it trying to get it perfect spot. Boom. One final thing before we go. That ain't going nowhere. In case I forget to get a shot of it later on. There you go. Fun little load right there. Pretty nice figuring out how to load this thing. You use up the whole trailer. Get that weight up on the tongue, get her weight down good, and then throw a little something on the tail. This trailer rides like glass. It's nice right now, I'm not gonna lie. Nice and smooth. I mean, a gooseneck's gonna have a little bobble. You can see me bump it up and down just a little bit. But for the most part, she's doing good. Just a lot of trial and error. It's hard to figure stuff out. You know, I'm trying to voice my opinion on YouTube. I always liked tongue weight, but it seemed like the more I talked about it, I was having a good majority of everybody saying you got to put stuff more on the trailer. Get the trailer to haul more of it. I don't know why that lady's smiling at me. She's got a Cummins sticker on the side of her, what is that, a 4Runner? What the hell? It's funny how many people actually watch my videos in this area. I would be surprised if she watched mine, but shoot, never know. But anyway, people kept telling me you got to get more weight off the truck, and it was completely opposite of that, and that's what I thought. So, there's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of opinions out there. You just got to figure it out for yourself if whatever everybody's saying isn't working out. But rolling up to Dad's right now. I'm just going to park across the street, unload both of these, and then I got to get the stump grinder put on 12 and haul it back up the hill. Well, I went, unloaded both those machines. The plan was to put the stump grinder on the 12 and haul the little stump grinder to the job. People have been kind of hounding me to knock out these 40 plus stumps they got on their project, and come on thing. Dad went up there this morning to look it over because I hadn't actually been to the job, and the people, they didn't come to a conclusion on price or when they want it done, or they wanted to do half the job themselves by cleaning up some of the stuff, some tall stumps, get them out of the way or something. I don't know what the case may be, but I kind of hung back for a second before I went through the effort of taking the mulcher head off the 12 and switching it over to find out for sure if we got the job flowing, because we're supposed to be rained out this next week a little bit, and last week we were supposed to be kind of rained out, but the rain never really hit us, so we're a little bit ahead of schedule, I guess. So we're looking for a slider job to do today, and I got something on my face. And so we were gonna go knock that one out, and then I had a skidding job, but that didn't really pan out. So what I'm gonna do right now is just put everything away on the trailer, hook up to the little tiny stump grinder, and then tow up the road here to the neighbor's house. They got a stump they want knocked out, so I'll go ahead and do that for them and call it an early Friday, I'm thinking. Well guys, you wouldn't believe this, plans changed again. Couldn't get a hold of the neighbor, the old boy. So I'm not gonna go grind that stump, but Dad reminded me I still got one more tractor across the street from the job that we just towed these two out of. So I could not tow all three on this trailer, but I did save one trip by being able to haul both of those littler ones on this rig, and that is very much a luxury. Let's see if I can turn around here. Poor trailer. Oh, caught part of it on the blacktop. It's doing some weird sit and spin right there. It caught the curb, so the trailer just pivot right there on the, not the curb, but the shoulder. So anyway, I'm gonna go back out to not that same job, but the one across the street, to get the little excavator and to get paid for the job. So Yee yee. Kind of funny, I forgot this little guy was even out here. Check that out. Just squeezed her, barely got enough room. Got it off the blacktop to drop the tail. That last job is kind of a little divot in the middle of that tail. I didn't really like loading on it, but tail's taking some damage for sure. Might have to reinforce that bad boy. Even the rubber track machine seemed to be beating it up, but she's getting the job done. Well, this will be the last time for a little while exiting the fancy gates. At the little excavator, loaded up. Customer was very happy with the work. Paid as soon as we're done, in full, which way it should be. I don't know why some people, it's such a pain to get the money out of them. Mainly the government. There we go. Little X back to Dad's house, unchained, ramped down. Let him unload it. Put my hat on. Go across the, oh shit, I lost glasses. You want to load her? Gonna take this thing and go grind some stumps at the neighbors. Bad cherry truck. Kind of, I guess it's a bad cherry. Bad cherry is, I guess, just an awesome truck. They look good. Yeah, it looks fine. See if it's got diesel. Damn it. Doesn't have much diesel. Charged the AC in this truck the other day. She worked good now. I never honk at anybody at all when I pull up to their house unless I'm joking with them. But Fred, every time he comes down to hang out with my dad, he always honks. It's so annoying, but we'll see if we get him out of here. He's a, I believe, a Korea vet. Back around 50 caliber. You guys seen him before. This is what I'm going to knock out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I got one more over there. Made quick work out of that. Now it's ready to go. I don't have to deal with any stumps. Compared to digging them out, grinding is so much better. Ground it, mulched it in, bladed it off pretty smooth for them. Now they can plant some new hedge bushes or let the lawn grow, whatever. Cool, done deal. Done with that job. I got one more stump grinding job I lined up. Called the guy about 5 minutes ago. Headed there now. Mark, you ready to go grind some stumps?
No.
We're gonna go head out. I got one stump grinding job to do. Just bagged that about 5 minutes ago, and we're gonna go up to Grandpa's. Grind some stumps up there. So let's get it. Best starting rig in the plate. Quick little stump grinding job, knocked that out and traded the old boy for some number 10 4-wire extension cord for generators, because California, they're probably going to cut our power off again and again and again. But now we're headed to Grandpa's house to do a couple more stumps. We're at my grandpa's now. I'm going to get these 2 stumps, but his old truck, the keys, the ignition seized up, so I put the transfer case in neutral. And we're trying to push it out of the way. Hey! Once it pushed it up out of that hole it sunk into for the last 20 years. And it's pushing it no problem now. If anybody's interested in buying this thing, pretty clean body, parts truck. Email and description, Southern California. Look at this, they just cut this thing down, it's already sprouting out, trying to come back to life. I don't think it matters. I'd like to demonstrate that I parked it back in the same exact spot. Look at this. Pull that thing out and it'll go right down to the block. Inside all the Scotch blocks. Ah! Nailed it. Hey, Boone! Hey, buddy! I didn't do it. Told him, oh well. Made her back to the house. Same spot that we left this morning. Today didn't really pan out the way I expected it. We had a couple other gigs lined up, but gotta seize the day. That didn't really happen. The people just really hadn't picked out what they wanted to do. They didn't know if they wanted to do part of the work themselves or let us do the whole thing, which is obviously more money, but it's gonna be done a lot quicker if we just do it all ourselves rather than wait for them to pile stuff up by hand and pack it around with a quad or whatever they were gonna do. I have no idea, but made the most of it, found something else to do for the day, knocked out a couple jobs some people have been hounded on for a little bit now. It's difficult to find a minute, and every once in a while when you do have a minute, I don't know why, sometimes you can't really fill the jobs, but we made it happen. And I don't know, having multiple machines and stuff, people might be like, oh, you're lucky, yeah, you're lucky you work for your dad. Kinda, yeah, I'd say I'm lucky to work for my dad. I'm blessed on that fact, but at the same time, if there's always opportunity out there, but you got to be willing to act on those opportunities to, not waste the day. I feel like as I get older, each day becomes so much shorter and time is just freaking going by. I'm not even really that old. Everybody always told me that when I was a little kid, and I was like, nah, days are long. Shoot, we're running out of time every single day, but we're gonna head down to down the hill to go to Old Home Depot and see about getting a new dryer right now. And then got some more truck parts in the back, but Diamond C trailer seems to be working every bit that I need it. The only thing right now that kind of limits me, which is a benefit today, is the fact that it's longer than my other one by about 5-6 feet. Some days it sucks, but today, completely awesome. Made it work. Once I figured out how to get that load balanced, not really balanced, but a lot of tongue weight, or just get it in the right spot, because I played with the Prime Tech, done a lot more testing since I made that video, having issues with that trailer, bouncing. Yeah, you can find a nice sweet spot to put the machine, and 6 inches with the Prime Tech moving it backward, forward, that makes a difference, and it'll ride like crap if you don't have it just right. This trailer's finicky, but at the end of the day, Diamond C's been pretty damn awesome to me. Been awesome to Arthur, and right now, just once I pass the learning curve, I got no real complaints. It rides good. I'm pretty happy with it, and I don't know why every time I fire up the camera, something's like attacking my face. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out Vbeltandson.com, get yourself a fresh shirt. Mine has seen a little bit of wear. One thing I wanted to point out is I don't like too thin of a shirt that's going to fall apart, but I do not like a thick shirt, especially working outside. So I tried to find the nice in-between shirt that something's going to be tough to get the job done, but not going to cook you inside of it. But check it out later on. 2,500, 2,500. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's not a Laramie. We are on the hunt for a new truck right now. There's a dually.